Andrew Schulz and Akash Singh are some of the biggest snakes on YouTube. F them and their whole team at Flagrant. Damn. What are these guys mad about? I haven't followed any of this at all.
Is from Fresh. I don't lie, my man's from Fresh and Fit was like, yo, damn, yo, that dude still hating on us, man.
Wait, what's up with Fresh and Fit? Are they still doing it?
They cooling.
But are they still doing the pod?
Yeah, of course you mean they're still doing it. You not watching?
I didn't know that they're still doing the pod.
Where can
you
watch?
think they died?
No, I don't know. Maybe
they got demonetized. You know, it was a minor setback for a major comeback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, don't laugh like that. That was disrespectful.
No, but tell us. So what's going on? Like, are they still? But they're still doing the pod.
They're still doing the pod, man.
That's
you know,
fire,
they got some different.
Fuck me, dude. Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry. This is so minor. Okay. It's so minor. This is so minor. This is so minor. Also, I haven't watched the rest of this clip, so everything I say might be irrelevant, okay? But, okay, listen, all right? Myron is a respectable man, okay? Even if he is, all our discounts, respectable man, everything I've seen of DJ Ak, and I'll say it, he is too. It's so easy to be around people and to kind of like, somebody says something, you make fun of like a friend or whatever, and you kind of just like laugh along with them because it's whatever, you know? DJ Ak doesn't do that. He's just like, whoa, no disrespect, no disrespect. He says that. It's a minor thing, but I appreciate it a lot. I mean, it's not talking about me, but like, I think it's like, that's a masculine behavior. That's a manly behavior. Surrounded by a lot of peer pressure, a lot of other guys laughing. Friends like, hey, no disrespect. I think that's cool. I appreciate that. I respect that a ton. Because it would be so easy for him to just laugh along here, you know? But for him to like have a strong stance, I appreciate that.
What you mean they're still doing it? You not watching?
I didn't know that they're still doing the pod.
Where can you
think
watch?
they died?
No, I don't know. Maybe
they got demonetized. You know, it was a minor setback for a major comeback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, don't laugh like that. That was disrespectful.
No, but tell us. So what's going on? Like, are they still? But they're still doing the pod.
They're still doing the pod, man.
That's
you know,
fire,
they got some different monetization strategies. You know,
what else are they working on? What's their different monetization strategies?
What's up with y'all, man?
Yo, what's their different monetization strategies?
Nah, hold on, man. I don't like how y'all. I feel like y'all been.
You brought him up.
Oh, see, look, he's even doing it even more, bro. This is like such a cool thing to do. I respect this. It's really hard to find content creators that will go on other, especially if this is like a clouded up show. I don't know if the show is like really clouded up or whatever, but.
I ain't bring him up. You brought him up. Don't be upset at us for shit you bring up.
Y'all praying on my man's downfall.
Praying on downfall? You asked me if we watched their podcast. I'm a 40.
Oh, and now these guys are doing the. I'm getting into the habit of saying stop doing. I call the behavior effeminate, okay? Because I shouldn't. It's just anybody can do this, men or women, maybe a feminine trait. But this like, whoa, what? We weren't making fun of them or anything. Like no, whoa, bro. Like we were never right. And like, bro, just own it. Obviously, you hate Fresh and Fit. Obviously, you want their shit. Like, just own it. I don't know why you would do this and not just own it, right? Like, if I'm laughing at something, like, wait, why are you laughing that these guys are like, because I fucking hate them. I hope they fuck up, right? Like when the meme ticks guy is like, I heard that he said I should kill himself. Yeah, I did, and I still am saying that. Yes, of course. What do you mean? Like, if you're gonna say something, just own it. Why be so pussy about it here? Jesus, what do you think? Is Big Act gonna beat all four of you up? Like, come on, dude. I think that's cringe. I hate it when people do this. Isn't he friends with Myron? Isn't that just a loyalty thing they all do? No, that's not usually what people do. Even if they're friends with you, because you watch Sneeko do this to me a million times. Well, Sneeko is an exceptionally weak human though. But even for like ordinary people or for men or whatever, usually when you're around other people and they're making fun of friends, there's a whole bunch of peer pressure to kind of like just like laugh along. Yeah, okay, yeah, they're kind of goofy. Yeah, whatever, right? Usually that's like the peer pressure, especially if you're around other content creators or especially if they're super clouded up. Like that's just like the peer pressure is always there to do that. For a Big Act to like be like, hey, no, I don't think that's cool or whatever. That takes a lot. That's a really hard thing to do. It's a really hard thing to do. Sorry, okay, I'm done slurping, okay? No more dick riding, okay? Myron, you are a sensitive, talentless, bottom-feeding grifter. Your life's work is renting women and regurgitating other people's talking points. Your arms are not developed enough for your shirts you wear, and your co-host is pimping you. Merry Xmas. Grifter, I've saved thousands of men from suicide, help them get in shape, invest to create wealth, attract their dream girls, and live better lives. What have you done? Be born with a silver spoon in your mouth to tell shitty jokes with your pussy co-host. We have the same platform size, and we have only been on YouTube for 3 years. Unlike you, we didn't have to suck any industry dick from Joe Rogan or Charlemagne to grow. Since my arms aren't developed, how about you stop being an internet tough guy and put on some box gloves? No, Myron, just stop with this one thing. Stop bringing this thing up. Let's see how many jokes you can make with a swollen face. Red pill guys, listen to me. And by red pill guys, I really only mean Fresh and Fit, because I think everybody else basically died off. You have to stop challenging people to fights, okay? You gotta stop doing it. Unless they're talking shit about like, oh, I could beat the shit out of him. Then you're clear. Somebody brings that out, like, oh, I could beat the shit dude. Oh, then fine, put up or shut up. That's clear then. But am I too charitable, or is there a difference between boxing and a fight? Like, he's not challenging the guy to a street fight. Well, yeah, but it's not like these guys are seasoned boxers, and this is like, it makes, like, challenging somebody to boxing is just a way. It's just like it's like a nice way of challenging somebody to a street fight, right? Because like, you just want to fight, right? It's not like these guys are seasoned boxers, and that's where their realm of expertise is, right? Like, if me and like Moro or somebody got into a fight, that's a 15-year-old name, and he's like, and we're like, okay, 1v1, let's go. All right, let's throw up a game in like StarCraft 2, right? I'm only saying that because we're both like StarCraft 2 players. We're gonna be arguing about StarCraft 2. But like, I'm not gonna. When you challenge random people to fights, it's like, if you're both boxers and you're like, okay, well, let's go. Or if you're both like soccer players, if like Messi and, can I think of one other soccer player's name? Ronaldo? Those are two different people. The name's not like Ronaldo Messi, right? Those are two different people. If those guys were talking shit to each other and they wanted to like, well, f it, let's ball on the football court or something, I don't know, then maybe, then they could go, yeah, that would make sense. But to just like challenge random people to fights is like silly, I think. In my opinion, Myron was being way too sensitive. If he gets triggered by the mild jokes in that clip, it seems kind of wild. I mean, yeah, he should just like talk a little shit and moved on. The guys are clearly talking shit, so you talk a little shit and you move on. But yeah, when you're willing to dive down into like the pits of hell when somebody shits on you a little bit or shit talks you a little bit, it makes you look a little bit unhinged. Yeah. Do you believe in the red pill concept of pre-selection, the idea that if you're around girls, it makes you more attractive to other women? It works, but it's a lot more nuanced than these retards think it is. So here's a couple of realities that are reality, okay? For men, it is harder to get women than it is for women to get men. So if you see a woman with a guy, you're not usually giving the woman props for being with the guy, generally speaking. You're not usually. But if you see a guy with really attractive women, usually the guy is getting some props for being with the attractive woman. So that's one social signaling. Another social signal is that generally, if a guy is able to hold down a really attractive woman, it communicates a couple of things, especially in regards to safety and stability from that guy as well. So like if a person sees that I've been with, say like Melina for a long time, say, okay, well, he must not be f***ing psycho, he must not be super abusive, he must be like relatively stable, and if she's a hot girl, he's probably able to hold it down to some extent. So guys do benefit from that a little bit. However, you cannot be aggressive with it. Like, even if it's a one-night stand that I'm with a girl or whatever, if I am sleeping with a girl and I start saying shit like, oh yeah, like this is fun, like I just hooked up with like 3 girls last week, like I'm gonna see another girl, like that girl's gonna feel like shit. The idea that women like to hear that, or they like, there is a selection, there is a pre-selection, and that like people enjoy seeing that you have the status and they like that, but they don't want to hear about it. Like a woman doesn't want to think about like, oh yeah, like this guy just fucked 50 guys before me, he's so cool. Like that's fucking delusional. The only type of girl that might want to hear that is some crazy Miami chick that these guys are selecting for in their shows, but most women in like even a casual hookup scenario do not want to hear shit like that.
He's not saying they like it, he's saying it puts them in a competitive position in which otherwise they'd feel like they're special and they're the prize. But he's saying, like, he's not saying they're gonna enjoy it or like to hear and be like, tell me more. He's saying that it'll keep them like wanting to offer more value.
I mean, maybe if they phrase it like that, maybe, but like I think they have said in the past that well, no, I guess they do say that, like if you cheat on your woman, it makes her try harder to be right. But I think they said it makes her more attracted to you as well.
Yeah, but that's not on the way of like, oh, I want to hear about it. It's not on a desire level like that. It's more so like,
I guess, but like if I spent time around women and I said shit like that constantly, no woman would want to be around me. I could never, like if I'm like talking to a girl on Instagram or do DMs or text or whatever, and I'm like dropping shit like that constantly, like, oh yeah, like I was just with this woman last night, like I'm never hooking. She's not gonna want to be with me. She's gonna be disgusted. Except for maybe a hyper specific type of like Miami girl, but at least in my experience of like hooking up with people, no woman, like unless you're like sexy and they want to hear about like a particular experience or something, maybe, but otherwise no woman wants to hear you like constantly bragging about the other women you've been with. It's going to turn her off like hardcore.
I agree. I've heard like Myron say on his show that if a woman doesn't want to hook up with you, just tell her like, okay, I'm just gonna go hook up with another woman tonight because it'll make her want to. And I'm like, that's such bullshit. I don't think a woman would be like, actually no, let's right now. Yeah
it's just retarded. Yeah,
you want to lead the relationship?
Well, for most women, there might be some weird selection of like Miami women that are into that, or like some